What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As I'm sure you're aware, Harley's dropped their 2026 lineup for this year. Chapter 1, of course. I watched the teaser trailer a couple days back. I didn't see anything crazy that stood out. Just, you know, your typical, your Road Glide, your Street Glide, your Lowrider ST. Not enough to make a video on it, but I wanted to check it out here with you guys today. And yeah, let's just get into it. Check it out.
These are the towns where steel meets sweat.
America, love it.
Not just built.
Harley is as American as it gets.
People, men and women with proud hands, who carve a living and a legacy.
Sick
out of
tat.
iron.
Sick tat. Look at that shop, man. That is clean.
Small towns to wide horizons. From yesterday's legends to tomorrow's machines. Yes,
You gotta love the
Harley
Harley
Davidson.
legacy.
Born
Like,
from irons, built to ride anywhere.
Wow.
okay, what am I looking at here, boys?
Look at this incredible lineup of 2026 Harley
Okay,
Davidson
not seeing anything
motorcycles.
new.
They're stunning.
Hey, Bill.
Hey,
They
Paul.
look sick, but
How are you?
Welcome to
am I
2026.
missing something?
Aren't they stunning?
Man, they are, aren't they? And it's beautiful to see them all together in one place.
It sure is.
I was thinking about this the other day. Harley is kind of, it's one of those things, you know, like if your dad drove a Ford his whole life, you're probably going to be a Ford guy. You know, if your old man rode a Harley, you're probably going to be a Harley guy. And I think what we're seeing, especially now with the cost of living being as crazy as it is the barrier of entry is just so bloody high for Harley that you're seeing a lot of youth kind of, you know, back off a bit. And not that I think that they don't think Harleys are cool. I think deep down they do. And deep down they want to ride a Harley, but they're just, the pocketbook just won't allow it. And I get that. I sympathize with them. I do. I have literally dreamed about owning a Road Glide for my entire life, and this year I got to pick one up. Couldn't be happier. But that's why I'm really hoping in this video we see the Sprint, because as I understand, it's like a 6,000 or 8,000 USD bike, which is absolutely insane. That is like half the cost of their cheapest bike right now. So that lowers that barrier of entry to, you know, a reasonable amount. Somebody can get into a Harley, you know, and this is a major gap that Harley has to fill. It's just been a section of the market that Harley has just been unable to tap into. And so I think a bike like the Sprint is going to be so vital to not only Harley's, like, you know, future, but its survival in the long run. Because, you know, as the generations go, you know, these younger generations, they're not going to be buying Harleys. Maybe they're going to be buying, you know, the Yamahas or the Suzukis, and their kids are going to grow up and want to ride what dad rode. I want to ride a Yamaha like dad. I want to ride a Suzuki like dad, or whatever the case might be. But the way it's going is it's not going to be Harley, because it's just too damn expensive.
High output,
I mean, the white and black
powertrain
colorway
in this
on
motorcycle, and there's that heavy breather.
the Lowrider ST.
That heavy
Sick.
breather is what really is part of that stage 2 Screaming Eagle kit. It really allows
117
that
high
engine
output.
to breathe freely.
So combine that with
Are those like the OEM? Hold on, man. Let me just go back. Were these on the previous model? Those lights? Oh, shit.
breather.
Yep.
It's messing
That
it
heavy
up.
breather
These
is
guys
what
right
really
here.
is part of that stage 2 Screaming Eagle kit. It really
They must have been.
allows that engine to breathe freely.
So
They
combine
look
that
good though.
with
I
the
like
ride
the
modes,
placement
which
of
are
those lights. I
accessible
just
right
don't
here at the
remember them
handlebar.
being like that
And you can
last year.
basically wake up that powertrain in sport mode and
That gauge is just, it's so much better than that little digital bar that they had sitting there. I would so much rather look at a gauge. That is just such a cleaner look. It fits the aesthetic way
Really
better.
rip.
Yep.
You've got road mode, you've got rain mode, which you can see right here in the gauge, and all new instrumentation, all new LED headlight and turn signals. You've got an adjustable brake lever
Oh,
for
okay.
different
They are new.
preferences there, and a lot of really nice features that tie in to make this really a fun motorcycle to ride.
How about the performance of that headlight? I mean, it is just jumping off the bike. We're trying to catch it with.
That looks good, guys. That is a good looking bike. There's only one thing that I'm not a huge fan on these lowrider STs, and that's that clamshell hard bag there. Man, what am I can't even, hard shell. Oh my god. Okay, anyways,
The
you know what I'm
powertrain,
talking
but we
about.
can't quite get there.
It is beautiful. And then you've got these custom motorcycles. The
Saddlebag.
Breakout with a long stance and that fat rear tire. And then this icon.
Okay, so I've never been a fan of the Breakout. If you've ever sat on one, it is an awkward riding position. And I'm surprised to see the Breakout, you know, in this lineup. I don't know what the sales numbers are for the Breakout, but I didn't know it did so good that they were gonna, you know, put it in the lineup for this year. Yeah, just not a huge fan. The fat tire, the long rake, the forward controls, and it's not a comfy ride. But I just wanted to go back to the lowrider ST here for a second. Like, if I was an average height rider, I would, in all honesty, I would probably go with the lowrider ST. I love this bike. I don't fit on it worth anything in any configuration. You could put forward controls on it. You could put the seat back 2 inches further. I don't fit on this bike. And I wish I did, because I absolutely love this bike. This bike is, you know, it's kind of like the multi-tool for Harley. It's not excellent or perfect in any one thing, but it's really good at a lot of other things. So, like, you know, you're A to B, taking it to work, bombing around town, going to buddy's house. It's a light, fast, fun, nimble bike, but, you know, still more than capable of doing those longer road trips or just going out on a day trip type thing. You know, you throw a sissy bar on there with another bag. Like it is an awesome bike. I wish I fit on it. I don't, but if I did, I probably would have went with this one. So, like, the Road Glide for me is the, you know, lowrider ST for most people. Yeah, that's a good looking bike.
It is beautiful. And then you've got these custom motorcycles.
Don't get me wrong, the Breakout does look good.
Long stance and that fat rear tire.
It looks like a cool bike.
And
It's
then
just
this
not
icon,
comfortable.
The Fat Boy.
I really like that green on that.
Yeah,
Fat
definitely
Boy.
an icon from the movies to right here on our stage. It has an impressive stance.
It has a presence, right?
Yep.
With its fat tires and the way that you sit in the motorcycle, it really puts you in a commanding position. And then you have these classic motorcycles. You get the Street Bob. Now with the 117, this thing is really fun to ride.
Yeah, definitely.
The Street Bob with the
comes back to
117
the
would
vintage
rip.
of Harley Davidson with that round look, but it's still modern and totally new in this 117 powertrain with a partially downdraft intake system, large throttle
know how I
body,
feel about that round
optimized
look.
intake ports. It really delivers sound, performance,
Or as round
and
as it
style.
is. Maybe it's a
You have the
color
Heritage
for me. I'm not a
Classic.
big red guy.
And this motorcycle really is the quintessential custom classic from Harley Davidson. From its laced wheels and removable windshield, the lockable, symmetrical saddlebags, and you've got that classic air cleaner.
Yeah, and
I like
talking
the
about
Heritage
vintage,
Classic.
we still have a 1936 part number in the collar of that push rod.
That's crazy to think about that, as well as wrapped up in all the technology of selectable ride modes. cornering enhanced ABS and traction control, drag torque slip control, and these laced wheels with TPMS so you can know your tire pressure. It's all this technology wrapped in a very classic looking motorcycle.
But like, I like the classic, but not with that windshield on it. I personally don't like it. Like so when I had my Victory Highball, I bought it, had the mini apes, and the mini apes kind of hung like, around heart height for me. So it was good. My hands didn't fall asleep as fast. They still fell asleep, but even so, man, going down the highway with no fairing or windscreen, like, it'll beat you up. It'll beat you up, right? And so I put a windscreen on my bike, on the Victory Highball, and it looked goofy. In my opinion, it looked goofy, and I hated it, but I hated riding without it even more. And having a bike with a fairing, life-changing. We'll never go back.
So Paul, with bringing that into the future, if you look at this now,
That's so cool how they do that with the clay. And just, I want to touch on these fairings here real quick. So when they first came out, I think like most people, I was like, I much preferred the Rushmore fairing on the Road Glide. And you know what, guys, though, over time, I've really come to like this fairing and the headlight design. And something I don't think they show off enough is like a full frontal shot of the fairing, but it's got like these nice cutouts, and when you see it in person, it really does look good, and the light is awesome. It throws a ton of light. The Street Glide, actually, I preferred the new Street Glide look over the old model, but the Road Glide not so much, but it has grown on me a ton, and yeah, I've really come to like it.
It's replaced with a horizontal LED.
Yeah, turn this on.
There you go. You can see kind of like those cutouts. It's pretty sweet, and like they obviously, it was engineered to do something, and I can tell you with 100% certainty, this bike feels so planted at high speeds. Like, the faster you go, it just sucks to the road. Like, it is awesome. If you haven't rode one, ride one.
What's really important for us is to
that's the light I'm talking about. It throws it.
Instantly recognizable.
It really is beautiful. And then from the rider's point of view,
when I'm coming home from the acreage at night or something like that,
so Skyline OS with a
no problems. It lights up the ditches for me. I mean, if a deer runs out, I'm still
a lot of functionality where the rider can customize
for lack of better words, but
and get the information that they want, first and foremost. Let's take a look at the Street Glide.
Before it runs over.
Even this angle right here strikes me as it's the new.
I like the embedded turn signals in this Street Glide.
Iconic shapes in all of motorcycling. Okay. Everybody recognizes it coming down the road. That was a really challenging task as a member of the design group, is how do we evolve an icon?
I don't know how you guys feel about it, and if you've had a chance to ride both, but for me, the Street Glide, it just feels like, the fairing is like right here. Like, everything feels just so tight. And
it was really important for us to have that body work.
Obviously, it has to do with size, but still, it feels too tight.
And I think when the lights are on, it's even more so accentuated.
Yeah, the new lighting system gave us the ability to run full LED turn signals, and we kind of wanted to have this.
I'm not usually like a big color guy. I'm like white or black.
Reminiscent of like an eagle spreading its wings.
Yeah, that's a nice blue.
Not only is it a beautiful.
Actually, one color that I went looking at, seriously looking at, was the green, the 2025 like darker green on the Road Glide. I really did like that color, but it only came with chrome, and I don't mind chrome. Chrome's actually growing on me as I'm getting older. Maybe it's like an old person thing, but I don't think the chrome worked well with that green. If maybe they had offered black and green, maybe I would have went that route, but once you see that white in person, that onyx pearl white. That's tough. That's tough to walk away from. That's like, it's a good looking bike.
Well, new design is
nice.
recognizable as the new Batwing, but it's also functionally improved aerodynamics over the prior generation fairing. There's even these little adjustable, you call them willy wings?
Willy wings.
Yeah.
Willy wings. Okay. I don't know what they're called, but they might not look like much, guys, but they do a hell of a lot. Like, if you open them up on a hot day, you can feel that air coming in. You close them up, it blocks a significant amount of wind, and these things are like that big. Like, you wouldn't. I didn't expect them to do much. I thought I was actually going to take them off my bike, but yeah, they are awesome.
There's some
Willy
heritage
wings,
there as well.
Okay.
These were, again, it's about giving the rider the ability to customize the comfort to their needs.
And the adjustable brake lever. It's a lot of design work done by riders for riders.
And that little like air slot right above the headlight there, it's got like an actual lever this year. It works so much better than that previous button thing. It was gimmicky. It was gimmicky.
To give them these
This
great
one,
motorcycles.
the way they did it this 24, 25 year
In 2026,
and 26 years.
America's
better.
turning 200.
That's another bike that's actually growing on me quite a bit is the Pan America. I didn't like them at first. I haven't had a chance to ride one, but when Harley does the demo days this year, I'm gonna try to get on one. I'd like to ride one. I hear they
way back
rip.
in 1963.
That look, which just kind of speaks to the level of craftsmanship and technology that we have here, that we're able to do that.
Still
It's
quite a
really
bit of,
Davidson,
like,
and no other
handwork in
manufacturer
there.
gets close to us on the.
Kind of tend to believe them. I like that color. It's kind of like a gray green. One thing you're not seeing much of these days is the flat paint jobs. Now, Harley did have the it was a purple. It was a it was like a flat purple color, and it actually looked pretty good. Like, I saw it in person, but I think that was the only matte paint that they had for the 25 models, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey Bjorn, first thing I gotta say is congratulations to you and the whole Harley Davidson factory team on winning the Moto America King of the Baggers Championship.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
Oh,
quite an
yeah,
accomplishment for the
that's
team
sick.
and for the company, and we're really proud of it.
Well, and that wasn't the only
Pretty
championship
sweet
that
to watch
Harley
those
Davidson
guys
won in Moto
rip those
America.
baggers,
Harley
man.
Davidson also
Like,
won the Super Hooligans
I would-
Championship through
like,
Kyle Wyman
no, I
Racing
am
and James Rispoli.
Nowhere near
Yeah, just prior to winning
skilled
the Bagger
enough to be
Championship,
on
James
one of
Rispoli
those
went out
bikes.
and won the Super
But I
Hooligan
would
National
definitely like to
Championship
ride
for
one.
Pan America, which was a great run on his part to take the championship. Just exciting.
I'm
racing all
not
year,
skilled enough,
and
frankly, to
exciting
be
racing,
on my Road Glide, but
dominated by
my
Harley
stock
Davidson Pan America's
Road
winning
Glide.
all 10 races.
Kind of crazy to think about that. Harley Davidson racers won all 10 races.
But to watch
and
those guys
swept
just
how many
throw those
podium
around,
positions in the
it's
season?
mental.
Wound up
That's
sort
Off
true.
of the Pan America 1250 Special is an award-winning adventure touring motorcycle. It does a lot of things well. And there's a new variant of Pan America that was launched in 2025, the Pan America 1250 ST.
Yeah, to go from the 1250 to the ST, they're
Like, it's a cool bike, don't get me wrong, but if I was gonna buy an adventure touring bike, I probably wouldn't look at Harley as, like, even in my top 3, realistically. Like, it is a cool bike, and I've seen guys like kind of strip them down and, like, I don't know, like, kind of what am I looking for here? Like, Dynabro it, if that makes sense. And it looked pretty legit. They were like popping wheelies on them, no problem. But adventure wise, I probably I probably honestly wouldn't look at the Pan America. I think there are better options for that
They're
style
really,
of riding.
you know, we weapon that you can tour on as
It
well.
really does, yeah. And you think about, they are tall motorcycles. Adaptive ride height helps fit more people because it brings that suspension down when you come to a stop. It's a great technology on both the Pan America models.
That is one thing that is really nice about these adventure bikes is they are taller. I rode a KTM 1250 Super Venture, I think it was called. That bike was awesome. Like, it rode like a bat out of hell. It fit me perfectly, but unfortunately I can't afford all the bikes that I want. I can barely afford one
Adaptive
of
ride
them.
height is
So,
one of, I think, one of the most innovative things that we've brought out in the last few years, and it really makes the world of adventure touring bikes and taller bikes more accessible to so many people.
Well, let's talk about the
I don't know how
Sportster
I feel about that
S.
seat
So
on
here
there.
you have a different end of the spectrum. That's not a tall motorcycle. This is a slammed, really aggressive custom motorcycle, and uses a different variant of the Revolution Max powertrain. It's the 1250T.
I can't imagine that riding
so then,
position
you move down
is
the line to the Sportster S, and it's just much
good.
more that brutal power cruiser.
Ford
Really
controls.
aggressive, and another way to take that motor and really highlight how diverse it is and also how high performance it is.
And I don't know how you guys
That's the
feel about
Sportster
that.
S, and then we have the Nightster
that
and the
Beats
Nightster
Pill
Special.
headlight
That
on the
has a
front.
975cc version of the Revolution Max.
Not
that
a
has its
fan.
own character.
Not a fan.
Yeah, the
And
Nightster
that
is
is
kind
a
of more
goofy
that traditional cruiser, but with that
looking
975, I think it
exhaust
gives
on
it a
that.
much more engaging. You put it
That-
about 975 in this cruiser,
that
it
would have
makes you
to
want to
go.
twist the throttle.
Yeah.
Like, look at that thing.
It does a lot of things,
Like,
and it's a great.
Man, I didn't know you could make a 2-to-1 look so unappealing. In my opinion, let me know what you guys think. You can make. They could have
Price point at $99.99.
Yeah, it's hard to think that you can get all of what that bike contains for that price.
Yeah,
It's-
for less than
The
$10,000,
price
it
point-
provides a lot of performance.
It's not bad.
absolutely.
Well, Bjorn, thanks for coming. Congratulations
mean,
again on your
10,000
championship
USD, so
and
that's
a
like
great racing season. And we know that you got a lot of work to do in the
18,000
off season. We know you'll be back there defending that #1 plate.
We absolutely will. We're not done yet.
All right.
That'd be super cool to go check out like King of the Baggers race. Like, I'm not a big like race guy in general, but if I was gonna go see one race in my entire life, it would be Isle of Man TT. Those guys are mental. There's crazy stuff to do: bull riding, big wave surfing, flying wingsuits, crazy. But Isle of Man TT, those guys are on a whole nother level. Like, if you've ever watched a POV shot of those guys ripping, like, my brain can't comprehend that kind of speed and make those kind of decisions as quickly as they make them. There's just no way. I'd be dead on the first turn for sure. I don't know what the guy's name is, but there's a guy and he was taking a corner and on this brick wall, it cut right through his leather suit, cut his arm open, didn't even flinch. They're on a whole nother level. They are in a different world entirely when they're on those bikes. And it is so cool. So cool to watch and like to see that in person. If I got to go see one race in my life, that would be it. But I would love to go see a King of the Baggers
John,
race. That'd be
how many years have
sweet
you
too.
been working at Harley Davidson?
In 2 weeks, it's going to be 31 years.
31 years.
31 years of proudly built.
If somebody asked me, what do you think John does for a living? I'd be like, John works on motorcycles. For sure.
Harley
Like-
Davidson motorcycle.
like,
Love it.
he looks like a guy that works on
Ruben, how long have
motorcycles.
you been with Harley?
I started in 2013. I also brought my son aboard. My son works in Harley now. Harley actually sent him to
That's
school
cool.
to
That's
train
super
to
cool.
become a welder.
Wow.
Yes,
How cool.
yes. and he's proud now. He's proud.
Yeah, and they're training him. He's
There's not
learning a
many
skill,
companies
and
out there
he's
like
an
that
American
nowadays. Like
craftsman.
my old
Yes.
man, he worked at the same
they're
company from the
heirlooms,
time
right?
he was like
Oftentimes
18,
these motorcycles get
from
passed
the time he retired.
from generation
I've
to
worked
generation. They
at,
stay
you
in
know,
the
some
family.
years I'll work
You know, you
for
don't see Harleys at junkyards.
five different
And
companies.
these
You know
things,
what I mean?
I mean,
So,
they're forever machines.
That's
you know?
You go to rallies.
it's not
you
a
talk
common
to
thing
people,
these
You
days.
tell them you work at the.
So if you're a road tester, you're riding a motorcycle. All you do for a living is ride a motorcycle.
So every
Whoa,
bike that gets
that's a
built on
job?
the line, they come through here.
Did he just say his job is to ride a motorcycle?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
How have I not
And
heard
you get to
about
build
this?
something that, you know, people buy. Seeing other people enjoy them is the best part, you know what I mean? Spend your hard-earned money and then get to enjoy a night.
It's like, okay, motorcycle tester or mattress tester. Top two jobs.
This product.
Fuck, that'd be a cool job. You could work both jobs. You could ride motorcycles during the day and then test mattresses at night. Actually, sorry, I keep pausing, but I'm pretty sure I heard a rich guy say, you'll never be rich if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep.
I have a cousin that works here.
Now, if you could pull that off,
My dad and my
if you could
grandpa.
pull that off,
So what year did your grandpa
That's good
first start
living.
working for Harley Davidson?
Where you meet somebody that's just bought a motorcycle and they're so excited to get it out the door, to throw a leg over it and go put some miles on it, to many, many new adventures.
like, the only way for me to explain how excited I was the day I went to go pick up my bike was, and I'm sure if you're in the same age range as me, is the Christmas morning where you knew you were going to get a Nintendo 64. Like, I felt that way then, and I've only ever felt that way again when I went to go pick up my
And
motorcycle.
experiences that only Harley Davidson can deliver.
Well, Bill, we've learned a lot about the model year 2026 Harley Davidson motorcycle lineup. But there's more. We'll be back in January with Chapter 2, where we'll see the new Limiteds and an all-new redesigned trek platform.
And I heard there might be
No sprint
a few
this
other
time.
surprises.
Sprint's coming though.
Sure.
It's pretty
That's
well
gonna be so
all but
exciting.
confirmed, but okay, guys. So pretty well exactly what I had expected coming into this is like after seeing the teaser trailer, it was nothing crazy, nothing new, and I don't think we really saw a whole ton of new things. But nonetheless, it was a cool video. I think I learned a lot tonight. But yeah, I'm excited to see the Sprint. I think it's gonna open the doors for Harley. It's gonna open the doors for the youth that want to get into motorcycling. They want to ride a Harley, and I think it'll do nothing but good things for the brand. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight and checking out this reveal. I plan on doing it again for the January reveal. And yeah, hopefully we'll see the Sprint then. But anyways, guys, as always, stay death proof, and I'll catch you on the next one.